How's it going, everybody? I'm Johnny. You're watching Johnny OC, and today we're at CP Customs and Fabrication. We're going to meet up with a friend of mine, Chris Parr, who owns this lovely establishment. We're going to check out some of the projects that he's got going on right now, as well as the projects that he's already completed, and we're going to check out this beast that's sitting behind me. All right, here we are looking at one of the existing projects we've got going here, and Chris is going to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is a 52 Chevy panel van truck. Basically, it's actually sitting on a 1990 Chevy S10 frame, and so it's just a body sitting on the S10 frame. It's got a typical 350 Chevy motor with a 350 turbo trans as well. Custom exhaust all the way out, done by us here. As you can see, we're just getting ready to start on the wiring. Pretty nice little setup. It's got a serpentine belt setup on it, so it's all the accessories. Basically, one belt does it all. No more V belts. Got rid of all that. Electric fan. It's going to have a little vintage air AC kit on it as well. It's got a new updated steering column, stuff like that. It should ride pretty nice, being that it is a 1990 S10 chassis. So it's got the dual A-arms up front and typical leaf springs in the rear, so it should ride pretty nice. Other than that, I think it's still pretty far ways out from being completed, but we did the one-piece windows as well. Got rid of the vent, the little wing vent here that's usually there. Cleans it up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Does it open?
Yeah. There's really not much to see
inside,
but said we're getting ready to start on the wiring, and we'll get seats mounted and that kind of good stuff. But still a project in work. A little bit of a frame.
And then some of the, is that exhaust?
Yeah, that's the exhaust down there. We got to run some fuel lines, a little bit of brake line stuff still left to do.
Super cool. Is that an original steering wheel?
That's it's an original, but it's brand new, so it's remanufactured.
Okay. Very cool. Let's get a look at it from a little bit farther away here. So this is you say a 35 Ford here? Okay.
35 Ford. We've also done a bunch of work in this vehicle. I did a complete motor, training, radiator swap a few years back. The original motor was starting to go south, so we went ahead and did a motor, and then as we were doing the motor, he wanted to go ahead. It had a 3-speed in it. He wanted to go to a 4-speed, so we put an overdrive in it.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were there as well, we went ahead and just upgraded the radiator as well. I went through kind of the whole front end, but this thing's very clean.
It appears so. Oh, jeez.
So yeah, as you can see, everything was very tight fit. It was definitely a hard one to do a motor swap on.
So what motor did you put in this?
This is it's actually a ZZ4. It's a 350, but it's got a little bit more of a performance intake on it. And I don't know what this one's putting out, but it's got to be close to 350. The tire's pretty good. I know that much.
I'd say so.
But it's also got the vintage air kit in it as well. So AC rocks in there, real nice. The back seat, this is a little car. And it rides pretty nice.
This back seat has a lot of room.
There's a ton of room.
You can stretch out. This thing is really cool, folks.
Yeah, paint job's really clean. He keeps it really nice.
Is this a...
Yeah, it's kind of a rag top.
Really? I didn't know they did. So it used to be like a T-top?
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure.
Wow, that's so cool, man.
So yeah, it's just a 2276 Volkswagen, air-cooled, 091 bus box tranny, all tube chassis, 1.5 tube chassis, chromoly, 2-inch Bilstein shocks all the way around, 16 inches of travel, all 4 corners, independent suspension, just kind of unique. Not a lot of cars have independent all the way around. KC headlights. Custom roof rack.
Built here.
Yep, all built here. Windshield.
Look at these welds, guys. Look at these welds.
And, yeah. A couple coolers in the back for the brewskis. So, yeah, we go all over. A lot of Barstow stuff. Go to Ocotillo Wells a lot. Glamis here and there, but it's kind of a heavy car for Glamis. But it'll do it. And it's got beadlock wheel rim savers. These are all welded all the way around to protect the rim from getting squared up, hitting rocks and whatnot.
I love the Mickey Thompsons.
Yeah. But yeah, this car is about 20 years old. It's we built it in 1998, and it's held the test of time. That's for sure. But we've had to do some repairs and whatnot. But overall, it's been a really good car.
It appears that the most abuse that it takes is from the children's toys.
Right. That's what it's all about. And then I gotta show you the other little prize in here.
Okay.
So here we go. We got a custom ride here. We turned a kid's little 80cc quad into an adult drinking chair. Fun action. So yeah, you basically ride it around camp and stuff. It's not really meant to go out on trails or anything, but it's mainly just for all the adults to have fun at the camp. And usually some of the kids hop on there as well.
Now, if someone wanted one of these, if they brought in the little
yeah, they brought in
the bike,
quad,
you guys could do something like
build
this.
all the framework, put it up, yeah, extend the handlebars, put a little foot pad. It's something we've always wanted to do, and actually we've had it for a long time. It's kind of the centerpiece of the camp, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's the throne.
It's pretty fun. It just takes a little while.
That is awesome. I love it, guys. I love it. Do an action shot here. Okay, so Chris does a lot of fabrication here.
Yeah,
and
some of the other stuff we do here is a lot of welding repairs. We do a lot of roll cages, race car stuff. But we do get a lot of weird stuff coming through the door. This is one of my customers. I've done a lot of work for him in the past, Mike. he's got a little off-road van, and this hitches into the back of his van, and he puts all his luggage and stuff right here. And he came to me yesterday, and he wanted to mount his shovel on here somehow without just tying it or whatever. He wanted to do something clean. So I came up with a little idea like this. It's gonna go ahead and mount on here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just hose clamp it. Super clean. We'll cut it off real short. Put another one over here, and then he's got an axe. We're gonna put an axe over here, and then I think he's got something else he wants to mount over there. So just stuff like this. We do all kinds of odd end stuff. We build furniture, patio furniture stuff, all kinds of weird odd end stuff. So we're just kind of all over the place, but we do try to focus towards the automotive area. But we're all over. So
cool.
Pretty much finished everything up. There's a couple little welds on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and finish it up, and basically we'll put a little paint on it, and then Mike will come pick it up, and we're done. So I'll go ahead and put my helmet on, and we'll strike an arc.
Cool, let's do it.
So I'm going to go ahead. This is actually a TIG welding procedure, different from the MIG welder over there. This is, like I said, TIG welding, so there's no sparking going to be going on. It's a very clean weld. When you do this stuff, you want to make sure your area is very clean, no dirt or debris, that kind of good stuff. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Make sure you got your gases on, your ground clamp to where you're going to be welding. Already finished a lot of it up. Kind of maybe just doing it to show you guys there. Like I said, that's what we do here. A lot of welding, repairs. Anybody kind of comes in with a crack, you got header cracks, exhaust cracks, anything like that, we can go in, weld them up. That way there's no leaks. Like I said, we try to stick more automotive driven, but I've had people come in here with broken chairs, and we'll weld them up and fix them, and then we'll get them back out. So yeah, we kind of got a lot of everything, a little CNC Bridgeport here, we do a little bit of milling with, a little lathe, a little media blaster. Just kind of got an array of stuff, so kind of got the capabilities to do
just about anything,
a little bit of a range of a lot of stuff, so yeah, it makes it nice. Like this stuff right here I use this is all my roll cage tubing. This is 1.5 inch DOM mild steel. This is what all the sanctions, all the race sanctions, they want you to run a specific material. So
for the roll cages?
For the roll cages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Certain stuff they want you to run.
So the things that you build here are not certified. That's not the right way,
but they get certified.
They get certified.
They get
okay.
certified tag through tech inspection. They have to have certain amount of bends in them. They can't have too many bends in certain areas. Stuff's got to be within certain tolerances here and there, and it's all in the rule books. And if you follow the guidelines, you'll be able to get they put a little tag on your cage, and you can go pretty much race anywhere.
Okay.
So, and like I said, yeah, I'll take that tubing and I'll run it through the bandsaw, cut it at 10-foot length, whatever I need to do my bends, for the main hoop.
And then how do you bend it? In this thing?
No, the bender's actually up over in the front of the shop. It's kind of buried right now.
Oh, okay.
But no, that just does all the cutting. This is also another saw. It's a cold saw. It runs water.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it keeps the blade nice and cool. But this is what I cut a lot of all my thicker materials with. All my solid stock stuff I'll cut in here.
Because it's my understanding that the warmer metals get, they lose their temper. So the hotter it gets, the less it's going to cut.
Some stuff you don't want it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, no, this is just a grinder. This is just a Burking, what they call a grinder. I do all my deburring when you're done cutting. You got all the sharp ends. You take it on here, you clean it up. That way nobody cuts themselves. So there's definitely
super
a process to it all. So
So I hope you all are hearing this, folks. You got anything metal work wise you need done, this is the place to come.
A 77 Chevy pickup. Actually my first vehicle I bought sophomore in high school for $500. I drove it around for a couple years, and then I tore it all the way down to the frame. Get in here, as you can see, if you look down all the way to the frame, every nut, bolt, piece, part I took apart and was either powder coated or CAD plated, down to the A-arms, down to the tranny. I had everything tore down to literally every single piece. If you notice, I mean, just every nut, bolt, everything's coated. All the hinges, I mean, everything, brake booster, master cylinder, everything we could do, we powder coated it. And the reason we do that is just to keep, I mean, this build is already 8 years old, and as you can tell, I mean, it still looks brand new, and I mean, it's kind of dirty as it sits here too, but we take a pressure washer to the thing and just go to town and clean it, and it just holds up. So that's why we go the powder coating route. But what you see here is a 383 stroker, and it's mated up to a 350 tranny as well, 3-speed 350 tranny. Horsepower, I'm not really sure what it's putting out. We never really dynoed it, so that's something we still probably need to do. But
what's an estimate?
It's probably putting close to 4.
Okay.
We had to kind of guess, but it's got the Ron Davis radiator, dual fans. We really didn't skimp anywhere. We went AN fittings, lines everywhere, everything steel braided lines, stainless steel brake lines everywhere. You know, we kind of built it to last. This was kind of something I wanted to build for the company and use as a marketing piece and kind of show everybody what we're capable of doing. So that's kind of why we went all out.
And folks, weird things that I really like, just the look at how shiny and nice the underside of this hood is. I know it's stupid, but that's just me. I mean, every little detail, folks, is just incredibly nice in here. Okay, what else?
Yeah, and the same thing with the 52 inside. We went ahead and did the one-piece windows as well. Got rid of the wing vent. It just really cleans up the look. In the back as well, we went with a newer style. If you notice all the newer style trucks, there's no rubber gaskets around. This truck originally had a big, huge rubber gasket all the way around, so we glued it in, tried to clean it up, and it really does. It just kind of makes the back super clean.
And I hope that you guys could see the sparkle in this paint too. This paint job is stellar.
Yeah, all the rain gutter trims were removed. All the holes for your everything was basically patched up, bondoed up. Rear tail lights are gone. And we put them down in the roll pan. They used to be right here. This is a one-piece deal. It used to say, you know, Chevrolet across the back, so we cleaned that up.
Now tell me a little bit about the wheels and the brakes.
The wheels are actually from a company out of Santa Clemente. It's actually a friend of mine owns a company called Bozy. He hooked me up, gave me a really good deal on them. They're just 18-inch wheels, nothing crazy, 10 inches wide all the way around. I wanted the same wheel all the way around, just so that when we do ever have a puncture or whatever, I only got to buy one tire. I'm not trying to buy 2 different tires, and that way also for rotating, I can rotate the tires all the way around, and we're not, you know, we're not having to go buy new tires every year. So
okay, let's take a look inside here.
Interior, it's we went. Stock usually has a bench all the way across. We went ahead and did some bucket seats. Got the third seat in the center there, the flip down console, little carbon dash. It's all auto meter gauges, pretty clean.
And folks, even though this build is 8 years old, it still has a really, really nice new car leather smell in here, just so you guys know. Is this carbon fiber?
Yeah, it's a plastic. It's not actual carbon.
Oh, okay. We got a nice little stereo in here, all your heating and air controls, some speakers.
Yeah, it's got a 10-inch subwoofer underneath the passenger side. It's actually got 2 amps. There's a 4x10 here. The kickers, it actually bumps pretty good. We put a little decent stereo system in it. And actually the seats, they were actually custom made from a company out in Santa Fe Springs. They put my logo in the head seat too, which is kind of cool.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of nice. They were really helpful with that.
And what company was that, you said?
Carrillo.
Okay.
Carrillo seats in Santa Fe Springs. Yeah, they're really nice. They've been around forever. They do a lot of hot rod stuff. But yeah, we did a lot of stuff. Even if you look at like the handles, like this handle is actually off of like a 1993 Chevy. The original handle was actually up here. It was an old metal one that came sticking way out, real ugly. So this just kind of shaved it, real nice, clean look. Yeah, other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it.
All right, folks, I think maybe we should hear what this bad boy starts. It sounds like when it starts up. Okay,
You know
so...
they're just actually stock brakes. The only thing about them is they're just drilled and slotted rotors.
Okay, so drilled and slotted rotors?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you know piston-wise, or caliper, or what do they call them? 6-piston front?
The rears are just a standard single piston, big boy piston, and the fronts are dual pistons. And then, like I said, they're just stock. They're nothing crazy out of the ordinary. The truck is so light, it doesn't weigh much, so it doesn't really need thing stops on a dime as it is. So.
Yeah, it doesn't need carbon ceramics.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, everybody. So we're gonna go out for a bit of a blast here in the 77. I know he said that he, you know, hasn't put this thing on a dyno, and he thinks it's around 400 horsepower. I'm gonna go ahead and put the kibosh on all of that and say that it's probably closer to 450 or 500 horsepower. But you know. Let's take a little blast in the 77.
It's got a shift kit in it too. When you get on it, man, it just shifts hard. Oh, like, yeah, really? It's like when you want it, it's there. Like a Lambo. Have a lowering kit, like I said, we went 4 inches in the front, 6 in the rear. And that's a significant drop, but a lot of guys go lower, like you're mentioning. But when you do lower it, it does, you know, it affects that ride quality. You can tell, you know, it's stiff. Yeah. But this thing will corner very well. You know. It's not obnoxiously loud. I mean, the exhaust sometimes does get, for me especially right here being on the driver's side, sometimes it does get a little loud.
Yeah, but those pops and crackles are what kind of makes it fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, she's a little ridge. Keep it a little on the ridge side just to keep it from not running lean. Just keep the motor a little more together. Keeps it cooler, running cooler as well.
See, to me, these older cars like this, even with all the newer stuff in them, it's so much more of an immersive experience.
Right.
You're hearing it, you're feeling it.
Yeah, it's
you know, with the windows down, the wind blowing, I mean, all of that stuff combined makes for an awesome experience.
Right.
There's an Aventador nasty.
Yeah, this truck is all put together with urethane bushings everywhere, body mounts, AR pivot mounts. Every bushing in this truck is all urethane mounted. So that being said, everything's a lot stiffer than stock. All the stock stuff's real rubbery, real forgiving. The urethane stuff is real hard, real tight. So that's why the ride, you can tell the ride is really stiff. You feel every bump, you feel everything. But that being said, that's why it does corner very well. You can take a corner in this thing super fast, and there's not going to be any, it's going to be right there. It rides on rails, basically. You turn it, it's going that way. It'd be a fun little autocross truck.
Oh, yeah. So how many speeds is the transmission?
It's just a 3-speed.
3-speed, okay.
So we tried to gear the rear end towards what wheels we were running. And so basically when we're doing about 70, 75 on the freeway, we're running at like 2,500 RPMs.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
Folks, if you can't tell, this thing moves. Oh, yeah. I love it.
There's no,
There's
no roll, there's no body roll.
lean. I mean, it's just flat. Corner's flat.
It just rolls. I mean, it's just on rails, which is what we were going for. Just fun, just a little slot car,
Yeah.
But it's a truck, so it kind of, people don't realize it can do that.
So sweet. Okay, folks, I need to go change my pants.
All right, everybody, so we're all finished up at CP Customs and Fabrication. Special thanks to Chris Parr for taking us on the tour of the shop, showing us all the cool stuff that he did. All of the information, if you want to get in contact with him and do anything with his business, will be in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it. And I'll have a lot more stuff coming very soon. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.